He uses his wit and cunning to deceive others, especially beings greater and more powerful than himself. Possesses the ability to give life and form the world from nothing. It was she who taught the people the technique for making beer from barley. Today we will know a little better the Zulu mythology. Number 1. Umvelinkangi. Umvelinkangi literally translates as "he who was in the beginning" or "he who shows himself for the first time," and is considered by the Zulu as the supreme god, the creator of the universe, and the source of all that exists. This supreme being represents the sky and celestial phenomena, is the god of heaven and light. Umvelinkangi is omnipresent and omnipotent, transcends human understanding, and has no physical form. He is rarely interacted with directly. Umvelinkangi is the one who sends Unkulunkulu to create humanity and teach it the essential arts for life. The Zulu regard him as the supreme being and origin of all. He is the being to whom they turn for blessings, health, and rain. The Zulu see him as an all-powerful and eternal being, the beginning and end of everything. Although in daily life, more emphasis is given to the worship of ancestors and minor deities related to specific aspects of nature and daily life. The veneration of Umvelinkangi is realized through respect for the natural and moral laws he establishes and through the observance of harmony with the world and its creatures. Number 2. Unkulunkulu. Unkulunkulu is often confused or overlapping with Umvelinkangi, but there are key differences between the two in Zulu mythology. Unkulunkulu is the first man, is the origin of everything, both people and natural things, and the environment in which they live. According to Zulu belief, he is the first man and the oldest of all beings, whose existence precedes everything else in the universe. Unkulunkulu is a manifestation of Umvelinkangi. That is, Umvelinkangi could be the supreme principle of everything, and Unkulunkulu, his manifestation as the creator of humanity and the physical world, was born in a huge reed swamp called Uhlanga. The more time passed, the more he grew until he was fully developed. At that time, he felt the urge to create a world, and so he began to shape the land and water. Unkulunkulu possesses the ability to give life and form the world from nothing. He is a being with unlimited knowledge, capable of imparting wisdom to mankind. He teaches men the techniques of hunting, agriculture, metallurgy, and the laws of society. His influence extends to the moral laws and social norms that govern Zulu communities. In Zulu culture, he is not attributed a physical form, nor is he represented visually. His presence is more conceptual and is linked to nature and human lineage. The Zulu tribe sees Unkulunkulu as the great ancestor and the point of origin of all life and wisdom. Number 3. Mbabamwana. Known as the goddess of rain, barley, and rainbows, she represents fertility and agriculture. She is shown as a beautiful woman adorned with bright colors, with elements that represent her domain, such as rain and rainbows. She is revered as the goddess who brings fertile rains, essential for agriculture and crop growth. Farmers depend on her blessings to ensure the fertility of the land and a good harvest. It was she who taught the people the technique for making beer from barley, a drink that has a central place in many Zulu ceremonies and social gatherings. As the controller of rain, her command over this element is crucial to survival. The rainbow is a symbol of her presence and promise of rain. There is a famous story in Zulu mythology about Mbabamwana that tells how she fell in love with a mortal. Despite warnings from other gods, she searched the earth for this mortal who had captured her heart with his music. This story highlights her connection to human affairs and her tendency to act based on her emotions. Prayers and rituals to Mbabamwana are performed to ask for rain, especially during times of drought, and to give thanks for rain and abundance. Number 4. Tikdoshi. Tikdoshi is an evil dwarf. He resembles the Cheruwi and the High Uri and likes to fight humans. The Tikdoshi, also known as Tokoloshi or Hili, is a mythical creature in Zulu and Xhosa mythology and is known in many parts of southern Africa. Tikdoshi is considered a malicious spirit or mischievous creature. Losing to Tikdoshi can mean death for humans, but victory can grant a man great magical powers. The Tikdoshi is described as a small, ugly, goblin or gremlin-like creature. It has ape-like or animal-like features and is sometimes depicted with only one eye or one arm. The tikdoshi is known to be an agent of chaos and evil. It can turn invisible by swallowing a stone and uses this ability to frighten or cause harm to people. In some southern African cultures, people elevate their beds by placing them on bricks to prevent the tikdoshi from reaching them while they sleep. This creature may be used to scare children into behaving or as an explanation for unexplained phenomena or bad luck. It is said that the tikdoshi is invoked by someone who uses black magic to cause trouble to others. And by bringing this up, it got me thinking, would you like a video about black magic or beliefs and rituals in Africa? If this video reaches 500 comments, I will try to bring out a video talking about this topic. Number 5. Mam Lambo. In legends, she is described as a kind of water deity or river monster. Mam Lambo is known as the goddess of rivers and is said to control aquatic elements. The creature has the ability to bring rain or drought, bless crops and fishing, or bring disease and misfortune if provoked or ignored. Locals respect and fear it, and may make offerings or rituals to appease it or gain its favor. Descriptions of Mam Lambo vary, but she is depicted as a large, serpentiform creature, or with features of several mixed animals, such as a horse, a snake, and a fish. Some legends describe it as having an attractive and seductive glow. It inhabits the bottom of rivers and streams, especially in areas remote or inaccessible to humans. Mam Lambo also has associations with wealth and prosperity, although these blessings may come with a high price or curses that mark your life. Number 6. Inkosazana, also known as Inkosazana Yezulu, is another important figure in Zulu mythology and is closely related to agriculture and crop prosperity. Her name is associated with the planting season and the hope of a bountiful harvest. Like Mbaba Mwana Waresa, Inkosazana is invoked to ensure the fertility of the land and the abundance of crops. However, her figure is more directly linked to the specific rituals of agriculture. Inkosazana is a manifestation of the energy and blessing necessary for the sowing and growth of plants. The similarities between Inkosazana and Mbaba Mwana Waresa are centered on their association with nature and the fecundity of the earth. Both are maternal goddesses who nurture and care for life, ensuring that communities have the resources they need to survive. Although Inkosazana is more linked to harvesting and agricultural practices, rituals for Inkosazana include practices that mark the phases of the agricultural season, such as planting and harvesting, involve offerings, prayers, and celebrations that seek to ensure the success of agricultural activities. Number 7. Amatongo are the spirits of the ancestors who play an active role in the lives of the living. Amatongo are intermediaries between the spiritual world and the physical world and can influence the fortune, health, and general well-being of their living descendants. Belief in the Amatongo is central to Zulu life. Zulu believe that the Amatongo can communicate with the living through dreams, visions, and signs. Interpretation of these messages may require the intervention of a sangoma, a traditional healer or shaman, or inyanga, traditional medicine specialist. Rituals are performed to honor the Amatongo, which may include offerings of food, drink, or animal sacrifices. These practices are intended to maintain a good relationship with the ancestors, ensuring their benevolence and protection. Zulu may consult the Amatongo in important decisions, asking for their guidance and help in matters such as marriage, birth, death, and other life transitions. Ancestors are respected not only for their blood relationship with the living, but also for their greater closeness to the spirit world and their ability to intervene in human affairs. Number 8. Uhlakanyana. Uhlakanyana is known for his wit, cunning, and ability to outwit others, despite being physically small or weak. He is small in stature but compensates for his size with a keen intelligence and an exceptional ability for deception and strategy. Like figures such as Anansi in West African mythology, Uhlakanyana plays the role of the trickster. He uses his wit and cunning to deceive others, especially beings greater and more powerful than himself. In traditional tales, Uhlakanyana finds himself in situations where he must use his wits to survive or get what he wants. His adventures are popular in stories told to educate and entertain children. Uhlakanyana represents in these communities the ability to overcome adversity through intelligence and cunning, rather than brute force or power. Number 9. Sangoma. A Sangoma is a very important figure in the Zulu culture and in many other communities in southern Africa. Sangomas are traditional healers or shamans, crucial to the physical health and spiritual well-being of their community. They are known for their ability to heal physical and mental illnesses and disorders, but their role goes beyond the merely medical. They are mediums or bridges between the physical and spiritual worlds, communicating with ancestors or spirits to seek guidance, healing, and advice. One of their main functions is the practice of divination. They use a variety of methods, such as bone reading, to diagnose spiritual and physical problems and to offer solutions. Becoming a Sangoma involves an intense period of training and apprenticeship under the guidance of an experienced Sangoma. This process, described as ukuthwasa, involves both learning healing techniques and spiritual development. Many Sangomas report being called to this role through dreams or visions. In addition to their spiritual skills, they are also experts in the use of medicinal plants and the preparation of traditional remedies to treat various ailments. Sangomas perform rituals and ceremonies to heal, protect, cleanse, or bless individuals and communities. I remind you of our goal of 500 comments for a video on black magic. Here is another video about the African gods of Yoruba mythology.